We come once again to the crossover of crossovers in our continuation of the trial to save Espella Cantabella.
It's funny you mentioned that, Jovah, considering that neither Phoenix nor Layton appeared in Smash Ultimate.
I know, right?
Do any of them show up as like amiibos or?
No,
not even that.
Not even spirits, which would be the easiest thing to do, PNGs and everything.
Yeah, we've already seen this
we've already seen this bit, so yeah, let's move on.
Hi, Maya.
On with the trial.
Hi, Maya. Hi, Maya.
I will take this helmet off.
Later.
I was waiting on the middle floor of the tower. I started to turn around, but I was too late. They attacked me from behind. There was nothing I could do. My arm was restrained and the attacker covered my mouth. As I struggled to get away, I think I managed to pull something off of my attacker.
Oh.
That's when I lost consciousness. I woke up to find myself next to the bell on the top floor of the tower.
Witness, are you saying someone attacked you while you were in the bell tower?
Which means there may have been a third witch there.
Yes, that is correct.
How many layers are we on right now?
6. Don't worry, there'll be even more with this mystery.
I don't know. They attacked me from behind, so I couldn't see who it was.
Doesn't this sound familiar?
Oh god, I'm getting the weird sense of deja vu about a case where I lost my memory now.
You were unconscious the entire time after that. Well, I mean, actually, never mind, that's off topic.
That's why I was unable to complete my mission.
Oh, shucks.
But even if I hadn't been unconscious, I couldn't have done anything, trapped high up in the belfry like that.
Oh, that's bad. Until you realize that she was trying to kill the storyteller, so maybe that's good. But then there's the unknown assailant, and that's bad.
Can I go home now?
At least I can't see.
I mean, attempted murder is still a crime.
Got up there. But Shuri, what if the person who stopped her from murdering the storyteller was up to something even more evil?
You heard the witness. She was locked up in the belfry of the tower. In other words, she couldn't have had anything to do with tonight's events.
I'm
She
sure
might have
you'd
yelled
like
and
that to be the
distracted whoever
case.
has. Maybe she yelled and distracted the person and it hit the storyteller by accident.
Therefore, there is no need for this utterly useless interrogation.
You
Darklaw,
know,
you're becoming
Darklaw.
more sus every time you say that.
Objection! Not so fast. The witness also testified that someone attacked her tonight.
So you're saying that this is quite sus?
Yeah. Defender, are you implying that this attacker could have been Bezella?
I cannot say for certain, Your Honor. Regardless, the defense requests we be allowed to cross-examine this witness.
No.
What's this cross-examination you're talking about?
Request granted. Now then, Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
Again, in that briefly they mentioned interrogation, not cross-examination.
And here's where the fun begins.
where
Let's
the
see
fun
if we can
begins.
coax this mysterious second witch out of hiding. I think she might be closer than we all imagine.
What, Maya?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's
Maya.
Been there, done that, she's not a witch. Despite
No,
being a
it's kind
spirit
of-
medium.
Kind of a shame that between Don Paolo and Desperate we never got, a female master of disguise, mistress of disguise.
That was a shame.
Yes, that's right. Not even a teeny bit. They attacked me from behind after all.
Did I just hear correctly? It sounds like she hesitated in answering.
Oh, what are you going to say? Did she just say they attacked her from behind? Because, I mean, yeah, it's not like she said it already.
She said it like 5 times now.
By the way, may I ask why you turned around, Miss Kira?
People turn around all the time. What's so suspicious about that?
What? What do you mean?
You turn around a lot, so that means aren't you suspicious?
Well, it's just that you said you suddenly tried to turn around. Something must have really grabbed your attention to make you try to turn around so suddenly. It must have been very dark in this age of the law, if you catch my drift.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Are you sure it wasn't somebody really dark who grabbed you from behind?
I don't think... I heard a sound come from behind me.
As silent as the law, I guess. So you're saying you heard something, and that's what made you turn around.
Jovah, Ace Attorney 5 lays that thing on extremely thick. We don't need you doing that as well.
That's the thing. Given her name, it's kind of ironic.
But I don't have any recollection of what exactly that was.
I don't suppose
not
the
a post she's
prosecutor
done
would
before.
like to comment on that. Hold it! Was the person male or female? Or are you not sure?
I don't remember much. But I do know the person easily overpowered me. I tried to scream, but they quickly covered my mouth before I had the chance. I desperately tried to break their hold, but it was no good.
It was no use.
That is not my line.
It sounds like the attacker managed to restrict her movements from behind.
No, sure. It's like the drama teacher before the storm says, no, it's magical. Let her break the line. Let her break the line.
God before the storm. Technically, I would argue a better story than the first Life is Strange, but a much more hokier script.
Well, see, the thing is with that...
Objection!
Yeah.
Miss Kira, you stated that you felt yourself snap something off of your attacker. Would that thing, by any chance, be this right here?
No, it's the other one.
Oh,
Hey, she's even got the flowers that she used to sew.
that's it. I recognize that shape. It was the object I grabbed.
Where did she get those flowers from anyway?
Did you say? But that...
She has a little pouch on the inside of her robe.
The accused pendant, is it not?
It would seem she still has a little bit of flower girl seller left in her. Not quite, Your Honor.
But she's totally not Kira, we swear.
Swear on me, mom.
There are actually two pendants like this. The one you see here is the counterpart to Miss Cantabella's pendant.
No.
Now that you mention it, I remember. The necklace was actually very tough. It really didn't rip right off so easily. Interesting. So I struggled against it, tugging and pulling it for a bit, and I must have scratched their neck in the process.
Oh, that's very specific. Wait a second. You mean you scratched your attacker's neck?
No, I scratched my cat's neck. What do you think?
I think so, but I don't know for sure.
Isn't this kind of an interesting parallel to the first case where a strap was also ripped?
And again, someone was attacked like that.
In that case,
It's a bookend.
that means the dark stuff on the necklace could be...
Blood.
Yeah. Could be the
many
attacker's
clues.
blood. Gotta justify that T rating.
But we can't test the necklace for that.
Is that the reason why Dual Destinies is M-rated?
Okay,
Because
Dual...
it has actual blood in it?
Let me put it like this. Dual Destinies is M-rated because of a certain cutscene and a certain implication. I cannot tell you which, though, because that's spoiling because
we'll
we'll
wait
wait.
until we get to the game. Don't
Take
worry.
one good look at my client, and you'll notice that there are no visible scars or cuts on her neck. Ergo, there is no way Miss Cantabella could be Miss Kira's attacker.
Objection! Nice try, Defender. But I must stop you right there.
I mean, I have finished my sentence, but sure.
Huh?
Which is why I objected first. Have you already forgotten what I told you? The Great Witch can use any spell in existence.
Well, that kind of feels like it's cheating at this point.
She could have easily healed any such wound in the blink of an eye.
I guess a healing spell makes sense.
But that doesn't cover everything, Darklaw.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I already miss Inquisitor Barnum.
Me too.
He was more sporting, at least.
Man, we really can't catch a break on this one, huh, Nick?
Well, it figures the finale prosecutor has to be the absolute pedantic fop.
Let us resume the interrogation.
Yes, let's.
Please.
Witness, continue with your testimony. Well, that was a fucking waste of time.
Or was it, Your Honor?
Judge, we're going to stay here for the whole night. So really, if you need
I
more
need to
sneakers,
sleep at some point.
if you need more sneakers, go get them now.
Look, Your Honor, this is the most important trial of your life. Surely you were expecting it may take a while.
Not this
Yes.
long.
I think that's the one.
There's definitely a trace of blood on this necklace. Blood that must have come from Kira's attacker when she yanked this pendant from their neck.
Remember, Defender, we are talking about the Great Witch here.
Yes, yes, we know. She has every single fucking spell up her ass.
It is more than possible that she used magic to heal any wound that may have appeared on her person. Therefore, I suggest you abandon any idea that this somehow removes all suspicion from the accused.
Please, as if it was going to be that easy for me.
Sheesh, we really could use some more decisive ammo right now, huh? You have some!
I don't think so. This pendant is all the decisive ammo we need. Phoenix agrees with you, apparently, Shiroi. We just have to think. There has to be something about this pendant that I can present as evidence. Kira is still definitely hiding something. But I'm pretty sure we can get her to spill the beans with the right piece of evidence.
Alright, come on, Nick. Get out there and spill them beans. And put them on some toast.
We'll see about the toast. Actually, no, we got a perfectly good fire over there. I guess we can toast them. Hold it! I mean, people might as well be using that fire to go camping and grill some food in the meantime.
There's someone invent some marshmallows, quick. Yes,
Sorry.
in fact... It was the first time I had ever experienced a magic spell quite like that. As I thought, there was magic at play here. Must I remind you?
Yeah, you said that 55 times.
That the Great Witch Bezella can use any and all magic with the snap
Let me
of her
guess, next year
fingers.
I'll tell me that Baldur is immune to any kind of damage, physical or magical, that can be.
Of course he would be. I mean...
It's a sort of an in-joke reference from the Total War 2018, Jovah.
Oh, that one. Never mind, I thought you were talking about a different Baldur.
Well, the mythos is roughly the same.
Don't sweat it, Your Honor. Just leave it to me and my trusty old Grand Grimoire.
I wonder, could Kira's attacker have actually been a witch?
It really doesn't look like magic was used to knock her out, huh?
No, just good old-fashioned violence. Anyway, it looks like Kira's telling the truth. There you go, Pedro! Witness telling the truth.
What a shocker change.
Still, she's definitely avoiding making eye contact. Not to mention she seems extremely hesitant. There's no doubt about it. She's trying to keep something big from getting out.
See, the thing is, Jovah, a common joke we have...
In that case, Nick, let's give it all we've got and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, common joke we have here in my country is, I really wish in stand-up, we really wish there would be someone who just, yeah, I'm a drunk. I totally caused this car crash. Just find someone who actually will own up. There has to be someone who will. Same thing here with the witnesses. There has to be at least one witness who, you know what? I'm not even going to try and hide it. I did it. I killed him.
You people are stressing me out. I did it. Just lock me away.
Miss Kira, there's something a little strange about your testimony just now, wouldn't you say?
Huh?
Okay, snap out of it. You stated that you were attacked from behind, and that the attacker grabbed you by the wrist, correct? The female incapacitation grab hold maneuver, from what I have heard.
Yes, that's right.
Assuming that was in fact the case, then I'd say no matter how much you struggled,
So someone used CQC on her?
there's no way you would have been able to yank off this pendant, don't you think? The strap on this pendant is too short. There's no way you could have reached behind you and managed to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good point.
Is it now?
Miss Kira! The only way you would have been able to yank this pendant off of your attacker is if they were standing directly in front of you!
Dun, dun, dun.
Where have we heard that before?
Uh-huh.
No!
Order! Order, I say! Witness, is this true?
I like to imagine that this is meant to be a dark reflection of the first case, as Tio has noted. Again, literally making it a bookend, just only because
Not
we're
just
in the
that,
story.
it's something
part.
that we'll need to talk also when
Objection!
more truths are revealed.
Objection! The witness was the victim of a physical attack. It's only natural that she'd be a bit confused on some of the details.
I wasn't asking you, did I say Inquisitor?
Objection! High Inquisitor, I wouldn't exactly call mistaking the location of your attacker. The very person who held you hostage, well, maybe not held hostage, but, assaulted, being a bit confused, I'd call it more of a barefaced lie. And trust me, I've seen quite a few of those.
Well now, Defender, I see you are as pathetically short-sighted as ever.
I see you're as quick-witted with the insults as ever.
Your insults are even less witty than Godo's.
I don't think she's even trying to be funny, except Godo was, and he's not.
Oh, no. Godo wasn't trying to be funny. He was just being a spiteful mofo.
She was... Yep.
Then that means the attacker was also wearing one of these robes.
That is impossible, my lord. As the witness already stated earlier, only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see these robes. In short, the attacker must have been a witch and must have disappeared from sight with the use of magic.
You must mean the Great Witch Bezella?
Yeah, it's kind of a recurrent thing.
There is one more thing proving the attacker to be a witch.
Oh, and just
My mom
what
said-
might that be?
My mother said so.
Your mum.
Yeah.
The witness has stated that she lost consciousness. If you take a look in the Grand Grimoire, you will notice a spell called Baneful.
Oh boy, another spell.
Shut up, you have to
Witness.
learn something.
Allow me to ask you,
Even at the very, very last case in this.
did you hear the incantation of this spell?
No. What?
Now that you mention it,
Oh, come
For fuck's
on!
sake.
you can see she's playing a game here. I do remember hearing something like that.
Wow, what a magical
What a
say what?
Somebody
Sorry,
get
sorry,
Phoenix
sorry.
a coffee.
I know, right? I could really use it.
Ah, here it is. Fearful causes those who hear the incantation to lose all consciousness. Or how bloody convenient.
We must not forget the Great Witch can use
Any and all magic
at
at will.
Yeah.
You know, come to think of it, if she could literally just use any spell whatsoever, you'd think she would be kind of unstoppable.
Or at least not being able to be tackled by someone like Shake.
Or be on trial right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
what's stopping supposedly the Great Witch Bezella to just disappear in a puff of smoke?
Okay.
Like, look at Maleficent at the beginning of Sleeping Beauty. She just laughed in the face of everyone like, bye.
So, my best guess is that, going off of their logic, the idea is that Bezella is an alternate personality of Espella's. So essentially, Espella's trying to pull a Jekyll and Hyde and get herself killed out of guilt, which would supposedly take Bezella with her while Bezella's is not in control. That's at least how I interpret their logic of her being Bezella, and yet not just going all OP magic on them. I can't believe she managed to pull that one off. But still, I'm not about to give up just yet. Also, one thing you may notice, if I recall correctly, this is probably the finale case with the least amount of evidence to pull from. Like, whenever looking into the court record, you'll notice we don't have a lot of evidence for this case.
And not even the badge.
I know. Which is kind of putting this at odds with Rise from the Ashes, which I believe is the case with the most evidence of any case.
Again, considering how bloated it tends to be, yeah.
Alright. Objection! Miss Kira, I have watched you at that witness stand this entire trial, and let me tell you, it has nearly driven me insane. That said, you've been desperately trying to keep something hidden from this court.
Gasp.
A gasp.
I wonder if you're familiar with the saying, a lie begets more lies. It means multiple lies are bound to unravel and leave your story with more holes than Swiss cheese.
What's Swiss?
Jeez. Yeah, what is Switzerland?
Get to the point, Defender.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I strike a nerve
Oh,
there?
Yeah,
Get
it's
to
like
the
your
point,
concentration.
and remember,
I'm sorry,
the
did they
Great
broke your
Witch can
concentration?
According to the Grand Grimoire, Baneful causes a person to lose all consciousness. It's written here in black and white. Its effect takes hold the second the incantation is heard.
Ah,
Miss Kira, you testified as follows. You heard the incantation for Baneful and immediately became aware of the presence of your attacker, and then you put up a fight.
Yeah,
If you really did hear that incantation, there's no way you would have been able to yank that pendant from your assailant.
And objection coming in 3, 2.
Oh yeah,
Darklaw can't pull something out of her ass now.
because the pursuit theme is playing!
Order! What is the meaning of this?
The meaning is that Miss Kira didn't actually hear the incantation like she claims she did.
But then, why? Why on earth was this girl unconscious?
Like I said, good old-fashioned violence. Kira was definitely knocked out by whoever attacked her, and when she woke up, she found herself up on the top floor of the bell tower. It's possible Miss Kira was rendered unconscious by...
The judge.
No, we can't accuse the judge here.
Something other than magic, I guess.
The answer here is obvious. Something other than magic must have knocked her out.
Objection!
Objection! And what, may I ask, makes you so certain of that?
Okay.
Is it not possible for another spell could have been used?
Objection! That's just not possible. You, of all people, should know that.
Why is it not possible, Injustice? Why not, you stupid bastard?
What?
Miss Kira's claim that she heard someone say the incantation is completely false. Even so, that wouldn't be too much of a problem if she actually had heard an incantation.
That's right. Right.
Indeed. However, going by her testimony, that can't have been the case. The only spell capable of making someone lose consciousness is Banefall.
Phoenix has heard that joke by everyone.
Pretty much. Isn't that right, High Inquisitor Darklaw?
Gasp.
You can check the book again if you'd like.
We all have a copy, apparently.
Are you
Yeah.
claiming there is another way, beside magic, that could have been used to render Miss Kira unconscious?
These people don't know the concept of that, a blunt object on your skull.
Well,
Apparently not.
there's only one other way that I can think of, that being sleeping medicine.
Oh, I guess our Phoenix does.
If you remember, Miss Kira stated that the attacker covered her mouth before she could scream. In doing that, the attacker was able to administer a potent sleep medicine, thus putting Miss Kira out like a light.
So basically, Phoenix has to very carefully try to introduce the concept of chloroform
Yep.
in this world.
Yeah. Indeed. That does make sense.
Does it?
I
Yes.
guess it does.
Yes.
Therefore, Your Honor, the attacker did not necessarily have to be Bezella. To be fair, they had an alchemist who did stuff like that,
No,
so
I'm
that's
just
probably
joking.
not
Yeah,
too
no.
loud.
Oh, no, it is. I'm just.
I mean, why would an all-powerful being capable of commanding any and all magic need to resort to drugging someone?
Objection! Hold it right there, Defender. They managed to sneak past the guards and make their way up to the bell tower. Clearly, they must have used magic to appear invisible.
Objection! You don't need magic to make yourself disappear, High Inquisitor.
Yeah, we have established with that cloak.
Throw this on, and getting past those guards at the tower is a piece of cake.
Oh, you could probably wear a giant torch on your head and get past them. The robe of invisibility.
But despite all that, there's still one glaring problem.
Your hair?
Miss Kira,
Yes?
you admitted to the court earlier that you were attacked from the front, correct? If that's the case, then there's only one possible conclusion we can draw. You, Miss Kira, were entirely capable of seeing your attacker's face.
Why is that? I didn't.
Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. It's simple. You even said it yourself. Only residents of the Eldritch Woods are able to see this robe. That means, Miss Cura, there is a piece of this puzzle only you could possibly know. Only you can tell us the identity of the person who entered the bell tower and attacked you tonight.
Objection.
Line? Maya, line?
Sorry, Nick.
Anyone?
I can't tell you.
Of course.
Ugh. If it were that easy, but the case would be over by now.
No matter what happens. I just can't tell you, no matter what.
If you don't tell us, I'll push you in the fire.
Something tells me
Didn't work
she's
the
sworn
first
to
time,
secrecy. And yeah, she's got a
It was
point there. You see, everyone, this witness has been covering up for someone from the very start of his trial.
You know, I have actually been inventing something called a gun. What?
But luckily for us, we won't be needing any more of Miss Cura's testimony.
Alright, judges gotta go.
Because the answer is staring us right in the face. I'm speaking, of course, about the true identity of Miss Cura's attacker. All the clues so far point to this one person.
Defender, I take it you are prepared to prove such a serious accusation.
At
No, I
all.
was just gonna say who it was and not do anything.
Wall.
I am.
What do you think?
All right. It looks like it all comes down to this. Now we'll finally see who's been pulling the strings this whole time.
Are you a bad enough dude to do it, Phoenix?
Ed Wood?
It was Patty.
It was Ed Wood. Very well, Defender. Tell the court.
Yeah, not gonna lie, if Patty turned out to be Bezella or something, that would have been an awesome twist.
Who was the one responsible for
The
attacking
cat.
her and locking her up on the top floor of the bell tower?
I mean, Tio, you're not far off, actually.
I know. Just soon enough.
Take that! The answer is obvious, Your Honor. It
What
was
is the
you! High Inquisitor Darklaw!
I gasp.
Look at how
Imagine,
unimpressed she looks.
imagine the prosecutor being the culprit in a case.
Especially the last one.
Order, order, order in the court! Inconceivable! There's no way!
Oh, yes there be.
I must say, Defender, your courage is impressive. However reckless you may be, using a High Inquisitor is no small feat, I assure you.
I'm just gonna take that as a compliment.
And yeah, further plot twist. She's not even a real High Inquisitor.
However, with serious accusations come serious consequences. One small misstep.
And I'll end up like Barnum did.
Rotting in jail.
Off screen.
And I will personally see that you never set foot in this courtroom ever again. Mark my words, Defender.
Oh
Good,
boy.
this courtroom's shit anyway.
We're not doing any more trials anyway. Like, this threat is meaningless.
I understand. I think that's her way of threatening that she'll hold him in the ultimate contempt of court, and by that, like, the deepest, darkest dungeon. But yeah, odd
Let
choice
us see
of
if that
words.
confidence of yours is well justified.
Miss Cura's attacker drugged her with sleep medicine.
And we do know that the Inquisition still holds a part of.
It likely took no more than a few seconds for her to lose consciousness. The medicine must have been very potent.
In fact, I will test it on myself right now.
Don't give me ideas.
True. After all, its effects appear somewhat similar to magic.
Not.
There's only one person I can think of in all of Labyrinthia who could supply you with that kind of medicine.
And he did.
Sir Newton Belduke, who is pushing up daisies.
Objection!
Dead.
Defender, you are aware that Sir Belduke has been deceased for over 3 months now, are you not?
Well, what if he came back from the dead? I'm not
All
saying...
the people who were supposed to be dead have turned up alive, you know, at this point.
That's a fact I'm well aware of, believe me. I mean, I'm not saying I know a spirit medium, but what if, per se, a spirit medium resurrected him? That being said, while he was still alive, Sir Belduke provided the citizens of his town with a variety of medication. But it wasn't all just medicine. He also created some very dangerous concoctions. That's why, after he passed away, all of his medicines and creations were confiscated.
Confiscated?
Yeah, remember that from our last trial? Inquisitor Barnum said as much in the last witch trial. Go on, Tio.
The victim was an alchemist after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues.
Hey, look, guys,
And we
Barnum...
sorted all of them.
Hey, look, guys, Barnum did get to help out in the final trial in some way,
did
shape, or form.
something. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It might not be standard practice, but aid was deemed necessary. God,
Why do I
that
get the-
party was amazing.
Yeah.
The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw.
Oh! Well,
She's
he...
the soul of the party, trust me.
I can imagine.
Ah,
Hey,
Objection!
you can't object to a flashback.
So, because I have access to the medicine, I must be the one who used it?
aha, you confessed.
Well, it doesn't exactly leave a lot of people, now does it?
Lord
Is that what
bless
you're
your
getting at,
reputation.
Defender?
Well, it's still possible that someone broke in and stole the medicine.
So
Yeah, you were in the office, and so was she.
But I don't have the key.
Unfortunately for you, I would hardly call that proof. You said it yourself. So Belduke concocted a plethora of dangerous medicines in his efforts to assist the people in his town. He was well known for this fact that he no doubt was none too pleased with. As such, it is highly likely that these same dangerous substances are still scattered throughout the town.
And Amir probably is drinking one of them as we speak.
Oh
most
yes.
likely.
And living somehow.
And therefore, Defender, it is entirely possible that the culprit was able to get their hands on such dangerous medicine.
Indeed. Longer Sir Belduke's medicine played an active part in maintaining the health of this town's citizens. There is plenty of reason to believe some of his more dangerous medicines still remain within Labyrinthia.
A piece of advice, Defender. The next time you speak in court, I recommend you try procuring some real evidence before spouting such idiotic accusations. If you fail to do so, your next words will be uttered into the flames.
Well, I am a phoenix, so technically I should be fine. Figures. I knew she would gut at me like that.
Both High Inquisitor Darklaw and Inquisitor Barnum are the very harbingers of justice within Labyrinthia. Raising such an accusation against either one of them without valid reason will result in the most severe of punishments.
Your Honor, you do know Barnum's been kind of arrested?
What's it called? rhetoric kind of statement.
What does he mean by the most severe of punishments?
Take a wild guess.
I think the judge is saying that if I don't start making a case, we're gonna be paying Sir Belduke a visit real soon. And I don't know if the guy is good company. I need to present some decisive evidence, and fast. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that much.
A phoenix seems like a bird that would be very awkward to cook.
Would eating a phoenix actually give you rejuvenated youth, I wonder?
It would probably be very spicy.
If I had to hazard a guess, it's treated similar to what the first Harry Potter treats, a unicorn. It's a sacred being. Consuming its flesh might be considered a sinful act.
The defense believes there is one clue here linking High Inquisitor Darklaw. And the evidence is High Inquisitor! That clue is actually still on you right now!
On me?
Yes.
Cat ears.
You got it.
I must admit, I do not know where you're going with this, Defender, but please point out this clue to the court. Show us this clue, supposedly still on the High Inquisitor's person.
Let's see. No, not there. Oh god, no, not there. I'm
He's
tempted.
speaking respectfully.
Yes. Got it!
The High Inquisitor's neck? You don't mean...
Oh yeah. Miss Kira yanked this pendant off of her attacker's neck. Take a look at the necklace. It still has a bit of blood left on it. And someone just happens to be wearing an outfit that obscures their neck. According to her earlier testimony, when Miss Kira pulled at the necklace, she supposedly felt herself scratch the attacker's neck.
Also, the fact that since this was first brought up, only then did Darklaw get that animation of her touching her neck.
It's kind of a bit similar to what happens in Turnabout Corner.
Or even in general, the Von Carmen's attitude of clutching their arms.
True,
Yeah.
yeah. Bullet wound and all that. The
In case
attackers.
of Francisca, it's just an habit.
Funny thing, she later ended up getting a bullet wound in her arm too, just like Dear Daddy. Granted, they got it out, despite her insistences on keeping it in. Would you mind letting the court take a look at your
doing
neck?
it in the first place, though.
Eh?
Oh yeah, go on. Sorry.
What was that, Joey?
Oh no, it's just like Gio brought it up as a habit, so it's like she probably just learned that off her father and thought nothing of it.
Probably. One thing I do like, actually, about a lot of animations, even with older Emma Sky, is that you see certain characters definitely got their mannerisms from people they looked up to at the time. Like young Edgeworth in Trials and Tribulations, Franziska in Justice for All, and even Emma Sky in Apollo Justice has some mannerisms that her sister Lana had in Rise from the Ashes.
Most impressive.
Aha!
Yeah, it's still too easy.
I have to say, Defender, you managed to finally hold that dull blade of yours into something of use.
So, can we count that as a confession?
You are correct. There is in fact a mark on my neck that I did receive tonight.
The animators didn't want to animate me pulling down the neck of my outfit, so I'm just admitting it.
What? What?
Lady Darklaw!
What is the meaning of this?
Does that mean Lady Darklaw is...
Lady Darklaw did it.
The Great Witch?
Rumble,
Huh.
rumble, rumble, rumble.
Your Honor!
Wake up.
what? Sorry, sorry, sir. Yes, I see you're still here, Defender.
Yes, I'm
Judge, are you okay, my dude?
Your Honor, I know you're shocked and everything, but come on, work with me here. I'm on a roll. Your Honor, the defense?
Rest, second up.
Would like to call High Inquisitor Darklaw to the witness stand.
Them's fighting words.
Oh yeah.
But that means we're gonna have a role for an Inquisitor prosecutor.
Oh
Who could fill that
boo-hoo.
one?
It's quite clear that the High Inquisitor has some connection to what transpired tonight.
Can I be the prosecutor, Nick?
No.
Tempting, but I got a feeling that could backfire if they figure out who you
Well,
are.
hey, you could be a judge.
There's a chance that she used her position of authority as High Inquisitor to frame my client as the Great Witch.
But never in all my years as judge of this court has an Inquisitor been asked to take the stand in the middle of a trial.
Well, there's always a first time for everything.
Well, we're going to have to make some history here if we're finally going to find the truth, Your Honor. And what better way than at the end of a story for the grand finale?
Even so, this trial cannot continue any further without an Inquisitor.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, in that case, how about
No.
you get Inquisitor Bart?
No.
Wouldn't that be
No,
interesting?
we have no further use for him in the story. He's staying in the dungeon.
Inquisitor Barnum remains incarcerated in underground dungeons for the crime of
Incinerated.
treason against the storyteller.
That's harsh.
I mean, we do the whole fire thing here. I don't think he will be able to make it to this party.
Yes,
So
yes,
you
Robbie.
literally fired him.
Yes. No way!
Damn it.
Again, we couldn't think of a way to wrap up his character arc, so we just wrapped him up in the dungeon.
Let's get Benoit Blanc to do it.
This
He'll
whole
break the
thing is
game in half.
hopeless. Unless High Inquisitor Darklaw takes to the
No
witness
pacing
stand.
animation.
Yes,
As if I
we
can
got a pacing animation. The wonders of
Okay,
the
Just how
3D
turn the lights
model.
off here.
Espella will be done for, and the truth along with her. Also, Maya seems to have disappeared from the stand.
Oops.
I'm hiding under the desk.
But on the other hand, without an Inquisitor on the other side...
Now you see the director told Maya to leave the shot so that we can fully focus on Phoenix, and Phoenix has room to walk around.
And that was
Trial
causing
can't
the frame
continue.
rate to lag.
What should I do? Should I clone myself and have myself be the prosecutor? No, I
yeah,
may
throw
be
for
too
here.
good against the prosecution. You know!
Hold it.
Hold it!
Who could that be?
Oh, here we go.
Fuck you, it's Herschel.
I believe I can fill that role. Professor, wait. What are you saying?
And why is Maya in her regular
I can
outfit?
prove
Also, hey,
conclusively
Lou.
that
Oops.
Espella Cantabella is, in fact, the Great Witch Bezella.
Excuse me,
What?
what?
Yes!
Uh,
Yes, I've done a heel turn on you now.
Now, Mr. Wright, the time
I
has
was
come at
worried.
last to settle this once and for all.
as if to say, okay, Mr. Wright, finally, you
We had to
versus
justify this
We've
fucking
been waiting for the
title.
prophets to
Yes.
show up.
Now this title has meaning.
Who could
No,
find some
not just that,
decisive
you
evidence to
finally,
win this
Mr.
thing.
Wright.
It was
Now we can finally fulfill this
However-
favorite fantasy.
He ended up standing
But
up
however-
at the Inquisitor's
He
bench.
specifically said that fans would want to see a
The
competition
professor
between these
wasn't on our
two.
side.
But no, Pedro, like you said, we need the cookie crazy character
had
that
to
says
wonder.
Phoenix Wright and Herschel Layton
What
in
the
the
heck
same
was
room.
going to
Who
happen?
could have thought?
Okay, I will say this though. Since we're getting close, I will say this cutscene is one of the first signs that something about the ending got changed massively.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
I remember distinctly one of the trailers at least hinting that the conflict was going to start way beforehand.
And I'm wondering if this cutscene was from that original draft, since also, remember, Luke also shows up initially in this cutscene, but for the bulk of the versus section, he does not show up beside Layton at the prosecution desk for some weird
A
reason.
specific reason,
But the
yeah.
biggest factor I'm taking into this is the fact that Maya's in her regular outfit. Like,
That too.
okay, look. I don't think there's ever really been another case where an Ace Attorney game has had that weird inconsistency with what's going on in the game versus a cutscene. And again, I'm not going to go too much into depth with it, but we are reaching the point of that iceberg for the Ship of Dreams crossover. Let's just say this, though. Come what may, prepare yourselves for the next part, where we do, in fact, officially get Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright in a court of law.
This is something. Yeah, this is something that's actually been very awaited, as you know, said, because even before this game was a thing, fans and cons have always asked Christopher Miller to say objection and hold it and shit like that. Forgot the years beforehand. So
It always-
You can find videos of this
by the
too,
time
so-
by the time Christopher Miller recorded this game, he was like, "Oh, so they're finally doing it. Okay, let's go."
It always made sense, because the Layton series was based quite a bit off of Ace Attorney, to the point where even the character of Layton was slightly based off of Phoenix merged with Sherlock Holmes. So, of course, a crossover between essentially one series and its... I'm not sure if I should call it spiritual successor, but, let's just say its devoted fan of sorts would have a clash here, since Phoenix and Layton are two characters who use their wits to win battles of knowledge here and there that help them solve mysteries, right the wrongs, save the girls, or their friends and whatnot.
Indeed.
So see you for
Alright.
the next time, where the big climatic conclusion begins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.